you're anxious about using resin and the safety aspects of resin, then I think this video is definitely for you. I've been testing out this air purifier now for a while, and I've got my results, and I also want to show you how it works. Now, this doesn't replace your PPE because that is equally as important. If you're like me and you are extremely allergic to resin, then it's important to wear gloves and a mask. And these are the types of masks that I always used to wear, and I still do wear now and again. And I always use nitrile gloves, because if I get it on my skin or get the fumes on my skin, I'm going to break out in a terrible rash, and it really does affect me quite badly. Now, one of the important things that this does is it clears out the VOCs. So if you're not sure what a VOC is emitted from gases and certain solids or liquid, and they are a volatile organic compound, and they can have really detrimental health effects. And they can include things like benzene, ethylene glycol, formaldehyde, methane, chloride, all those sorts of things that you don't want to have around in your room. And some resins, especially if you don't mix your resins properly, can produce these sorts of volatile chemicals. And if you're heating your resin up using a torch or using a long neck lighter or using a heat gun, then you are more likely to expose your environment to those sorts of chemicals. But maintaining the good air quality in the room that you're working in is vitally important too, because when you leave the room, you leave the door open, or if you're working in a room in your house, then you don't want those fumes and all those problematic gases or whatever escaping and going into your house, affecting your kids or affecting your pets or anything like that. So this is one of the things that you should be thinking about using that contributes to a safer environment when you're not only crafting, but when you're using resin. I think this has been a long time coming. I've been testing this alongside independently external air quality monitor, which is this, and it picks up TVOCs in this as well. Now, I bought this independently, and I've been running it against this. And what I've found so far is this is actually more sensitive than the external one that I bought, which cost me, I had to get it from America, and this cost me over $110. Now, most of the air purifiers that are around, they have a filter. Now, this has got a filter inside it here. They have filters that store up the actual chemicals in there. But Resiners have developed a filter here, which has got a third layer that instead of actually storing up the volatile problems or chemicals or gases, it breaks them down. And it's the only one that does that. Now, that's a patented design, so obviously it's quite top secret how they're doing that. Because normally the core component of a purifier would be a carbon base filter which stores everything up in it. But once that kind of gets full, then it has got the chance to then again release that out into the atmosphere. That is why when you're using masks like this, you should change your filters as regularly as possible. So this is actually designed for a room of about 161 square feet, which is 15 meters square. And actually my room in here is below that, and this is still quite a large room. My air quality in here at the moment, and don't worry if you're seeing these things flashing, because it's the camera, not the actual item itself. They aren't flashing when I'm looking at them. So this is now on, and as I said to you, this is actually more sensitive than the machine that I paid for, because it's showing here that there is 0.257 milligrams of TVOCs in here, where this is showing 0.016. Also, it gives you the humidity, which is really important when you're working with resin as well, because we need to know the humidity. It gives you the temperature and how long it's been running. So now it's going down, and this is without any resin mixed up, to 0.056, and my other one is showing 0.016. Now, there's going to be VOCs around us at all times. It's just that we need to keep them down and as low as possible where we can. I'm also going to set a timer, because I know I'm going to work in here pouring resin for about 3 hours, but I want this to run for about 2 hours afterwards to make sure the air is constantly being cleared and cleaned as I'm using it. So once it's hit the 5 hour mark, then it will just turn itself off, which is great. It's easy to move around. You've got a little handle here. So let's do some resin work. I've pushed it over here. I will bring it backwards and forwards so you can see the actual numbers on here and you can see what else is going on. Now, all I've done so far is I've mixed my resin up, and you can already hear that this is starting to ramp up because it's detected that the resin fumes are already in the room that you wouldn't notice were there, to be honest. And that will keep running until it's happy that it's cleared those resin fumes out. But that's not going to happen yet because we've still got raw resin in the room. Now, this actually doesn't flash. If it's showing it's flashing on the film, it's the speed of my camera that's filming. When you're looking at it, it doesn't flash. Put that to one side, and it's telling me the VOCs now have jumped from, which was 0 point something to 2.655. So it's detecting more VOCs in this room. Where this one is telling me it's only jumped up, well, it hasn't jumped up at all. So that's how sensitive this is. So if you're curing in a pressure pot and you then release all the pressure from the pressure pot, that's releasing all those fumes into the room as well as soon as that have been accumulating in that pressure pot. So it's really important then to have it running prior to doing that. And what I'm going to do is a quick picture pour for you and show you again, once I heat it up, how much it's going to increase the volatile organic compounds that are in the air. And you can also see that this light here that's coming through here has gone a far more orange than yellow, indicating as well visually, if you're not at the right height to be seeing that your air is no longer as pure as it could be. So as you can hear, that is still running really well. Now, what I'm going to do is, this isn't a picture that I'm necessarily going to keep, because actually all I want to do is show you what is happening here once you start to heat this up. Even though it's working really well now and starting to clear the air, obviously this is going to increase it. But my independent monitor is still saying the air quality is good and that the VOCs haven't risen, where this is showing that they definitely have. And they must have done because I've used a chemical in here. Now I'm going to use my heat gun to move these around. It's now showing that it is 4.20 VOCs in the air. This has gone quite more orange, and yet my little independent one hasn't said anything. That's now showing 9.99 VOC. So the air quality in here has dropped dramatically, where this one is only showing 0.35. Again, so much more sensitive. The fan's on full, even though it's on auto, and this has gone a deep orange. But that'll now help that to get rid of and clear this air and break down all those VOCs in that filter. So if you're one of the people that likes to use a torch on your resin, which I never really recommend, then I think that is going to ramp it up even further. And it has. I can see on my independent one, my small one, that has now gone to 0.55, and this one has gone up as well. Yep, the VOCs now for this one have gone up to 0.63, and this one is 6.55. So it has started to clear the air a little bit in here. And as we can see, again, that has gone, as it's curing, it's starting to go up, and that has gone to 8. Starting to go down slightly. And we'll leave this to run, and then I'll show you the picture at the end, and I'll give you a final review of what I think. Well, this has been running for about an hour now, and already you can hear the difference. This is very, very quiet. It's gone just the normal yellow colour now. And the VOCs in the room have gone down to 0.55. So it's filled all the air in the room. And on this one, it's saying 0.21. It's moving around now. It keeps fluctuating between 0.27 and 0.15 and then going up. The air quality on this is saying good, which is the highest rating, and your VOC is 23. Humidity is 71, and on here it's got the temperature of 73. Wow, so temperature's accurate. VOC's, as I said, a little bit more sensitive. So the air in here is much clearer and much cleaner than it was, and that's before this is even finished curing. But because it's got to that really sticky stage now, it's probably not releasing anything else. So that's how quickly it cleared this whole room. Would I buy it if I hadn't already got one? Yes, definitely. I absolutely would, because my health is so important to me, because I'm confident that the room is clear and this is starting to stabilize, and I know that there are no more fumes coming off this that are going to be sticking on my skin. Do I think it's worth its money over the other air purifiers that are on the market? Yes, definitely, because this is specifically designed for resin. It also has the filter that doesn't store the VOCs, but it actually breaks them down and gets rid of them, and I think that's really important. It's lightweight, it's easy to use, and it's just a good piece of kit. Does it clean off when you get paint and resin on it? Yes, it does. As you know, I'm the messiest person in the world. I'm fortunate they did send me this to test out for them, and I have been testing it out now for quite a while, and I'm really pleased with it. If you're conscious and you're feeling anxious about your own health or use of resin or what it may be doing in your home environment, then I think it's a no-brainer. Using this alongside masks, gloves, and any other PPE that you need to use is an absolute no-brainer. If I've got a discount code, I'll link it in the description below. Leave any comments or questions in there as well, because I'm sure that Resiners will be checking that out and looking for questions. So the filter should last 2,000 hours. It does have a thing on here that tells you when your filter needs replacing, and it's really easy to change. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's useful. I hope it's going to contribute to you being safe. If you want to learn more about PPE and safety, then I have that link to the video in every one of my descriptions of every video, and I will link that video at the end of this one as well. Boot that like button, hit that subscribe button. Be safe, people, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.